Hello, all my spiritual friends and family. Welcome back. And if you are new here, I am Ryan Willoughby, and I am a spiritual guide and mentor. And I also channel non physical beings, collectives, and the angelic realm, Archangel Metatron. And I wanted to come on here today and just connect with you all. Excuse me for just a second. Wanted to connect with you all and see how you all are doing, first of all, how you are all navigating and expanding in this new paradigm of reality. As the new earth is here and available to us, it always has been, but it is at a frequency that the collective and the individuals that are expanding in their levels of consciousness and moving into new states of frequency are being able to access more on a regular basis and have it become more of their regular reality. And I am noticing something personally in my own life and also with the collective. And it really started around summer solstice, June 20th to 21st, and that full moon. And then since then, we just had a new moon just a few days ago, I believe. And and the powerful experiences that have been occurring. And so there is a spiritual teaching or wisdom out there that is everything is always happening for you. Everything is always working out for you. This is happening for you. And I want to dive deeper into that because I think at this particular time and juncture of the linear timeline that we as humans are moving through, we are giving ourselves, are being given by our higher selves, a potential or a possibility to quantum leap or quantum shift into a new timeline or paradigm. And this might look like an event or situation or an experience that you are moving through that feels very dense, something that feels very challenging, um, something that in the old paradigm you may have become a victim to. And I personally had an event and circumstance that came up on that full moon on summer solstice, that 21st. And it was such a shock and event that it really just kind of took me straight to the core of my being. And in those circumstances and those events, there comes this moment of almost where you just come only into it's like the complete surrender of who you thought you were that was controlling this whole experience of your reality from the small self, the ego self, or the small self, the identity of form, the physical body, and the thinking mind who is strategizing and thinking and figuring things out. When you have an event, circumstance, or situation that comes in that is beyond the capability or the comprehension of the small self or the ego, it tends to shatter or dissolve. And there just becomes this complete surrender into the essence or the being that you are, the true frequency, the pure love that you are. And you almost come into a state of complete peace or harmony during an event that would almost kind of surprise you. Sometimes this can happen in experiences of losing a loved one or in a traumatic experience of like being in an accident or witnessing an accident or having an event that occurs into your life that you feel like you just have complete and zero lack of control. And there is that surrender moment. And this is that thing of everything is always happening for you. If you can move into this understanding, or everything is occurring to expand your consciousness. And how do you know this? Because this is the experience you are having now. Eckhart Tolle. Everything is occurring to expand your consciousness. An expansion of your consciousness is awareness, or becoming aware of really the truth of who you are. And as you become aware of the truth of who you are, you come into the essence of your beingness. The energy, the source, the light, the love, the consciousness that you are. And when the ego shatters itself or dissolves in the light and the awareness of the conscious essence of your being, there is a vacuum or a void that occurs within the physical vessel. And the higher self, or your true essence, or your true being comes in. And this is where you have the opportunity to quantum shift into a new timeline experience while you are experiencing your physical reality as your fractal light of God, or your soul signature being, frequency being embodied, being realized here into this form. And I think that those that have been on the spiritual journey, those that have awakened or awakening, or those are spontaneous awakenings for people right now. Millions of people across the globe are awakening. And many of them are experiencing it through events or situations or experiences that are taking them into this place of complete surrender, of where the ego or small self identity just kind of gets shattered, and the vacuum and then the essence of your being just comes in, and you feel the calm, the peace, the harmony, the love, the power, the beauty that you are. And now it is the opportunity for you to become known to this identity and this beingness, and then to stay in this dimension of reality, of pure love, of this frequency that is of your soul and your signature frequency that is you. And you can do this by regularly being in your heart center and feeling for the essence that is you. It is your inner being. And your inner being really is the life force, the force field of consciousness, the force field of awareness that is you. It is the awareness of energy. You are energy, and you are that awareness. Your awareness can summon the energy that you are by focusing on where you want to move that energy into creation. When you are in your essence of your being, which is the frequency that is uniquely yours as the soul that you are, you move into that frequency. You are summoning energy from that level of knowing. And now you are creating your reality and your experiences from the highest expression and timeline of that of what you are. This is that potential and opportunity. So if you are being presented with, or have, or you will be in the near future, an experience that is taking you to a place of surrender where the ego or the small self is kind of being dissolved or shattered, look at that as the beautiful potential and opportunity that it is. That this is happening for you. That this is here to expand your level of consciousness and a potential for you to come into full embodiment and realization as an ascended master. To become the master that you are, that of which you've always been and are, here now in the physical form that you call your body. And it is going to merge with the identity of the roles and labels and aspects that you have here in your physical form reality that you've created for you to come and to play in as creator in your physical form. You are going to start experiencing through the sensory of your physical body as God, as the God aspect that you are, as the soul that you are, as the divine essence being that now is witnessing the creation of form through your senses rather than the small self identity that you thought yourself to be separate from Source or God. That is moving and being left behind in the third dimensional reality. And sometimes there is such an event of a third dimensional experience that it is such a shock that it actually just has to leave the body because you are now already in a fifth dimensional frequency, and it creates the vacuum for your divine essence, your divine being to come in and embody. And this is like the final shift, the release, the let go. So if you're having an experience like this, come into the innocent excitements of what's happening with it. Let go of any kind of outcome. You are detaching from trying to control any of the experience of it because you know that you are in the divine essence and the divine being of the creation and that it's all going to unfold perfectly for you, that everything really is always happening for you, that if you can even experience such an event that would cause this kind of experience of surrender, and you can know that that is an event that is happening for you to create this experience of embodiment, then you know that everything that after that is going to follow is going to be of your highest expression and timeline. You can completely just release and let go. Now you're in the essence of pure freedom and knowing that anything and everything that is going to move through your creation and experience is going to be happening for you for the expansion of your consciousness, to bring you more into your power, to more into your essence of your being, to bring you back into divine love, peace, harmony, beauty, prosperity, all of that that is the essence of you. This is a huge shift in a timeline of consciousness and a giant leap in the expansion of your consciousness and the knowing of who you are and the embodiment of who you are. So I'm curious to know if you've had an experience like this, or if you are currently going through one, and if you're having a similar experience of like kind of letting that go and just knowing you're in the peace and the harmony of this new level of existence, and now coming into that power of who you are and the knowing of who you are. And if you're staying longer in these spaces of calm and peace and power and love, then you're not. And maybe what your experiences are. I'd just be curious to know. Because this is the channel that I had come through, is that this is the potential and the opportunity of what is being presented in this timeline. And in that, as we are doing that, and if we are not pushing against or resisting or trying to control the event or situation, and we're in that complete allowance or surrender, when we come into that essence and the power of the being of what we are uncovering our special gifts and abilities and the superpowers that we have as these ascended masters that are living within the fifth dimensional new earth reality. That we are moving into new realms of how we are accessing our energies and our potentials through new neural pathways coming into totality with the left and the right side of the brain, or the masculine and the feminine energies coming into totality, and the active dormant DNA, the dormant DNA that's being activated, and then cells that are rejuvenating and also are being cleared, and the ability to carry and hold more light as we become the light beings. These gifts and abilities are coming online, so you're going to notice that as you are spending more time in the essence of your being, your gifts and abilities are becoming stronger, those that you already are aware of them, and or with that, new ones are going to start revealing themselves as well. So curious if you're having any kind of experiences with that as well. I am going to be offering a course on Lionsgate weekend that Friday, which is 8/8, but it's going to be 8, 9, 10, and 11 that weekend. And it's a masterclass on uncovering your gifts and abilities and accessing your superpowers. It is in alignment with these energies that are coming through. And so if you're interested in that, visit my website at ryanwilloughby.com. And I have some other opportunities and free resources there as well. So anyway, I hope you are having a beautiful rest of your Friday. Have a great weekend, and I love and appreciate you all. I will see you guys all on the next video. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.